Crysencio Summerville. Arsenal's stance on pursuit of United targets. Manchester United remain hot on the heels of West Ham United forward Crysencio Summerville, but Arsenal could be plotting to hijack the move. The Red Devils may have invested heavily in the front line last summer, but they remain light in their attacking department at the moment. Matheus Cunha, Brian Mbeumo and Benjamin Sesko arrived at Old Trafford last summer and are all first-team regulars under Mikel Carrick. However, the English Giants oversaw a mass exodus from the squad in 2025 and now lack adequate depth in attack. Alejandro Garnacho, Jadon Sancho, Antony and Rasmus Højlund have all left United, while Marcus Rashford is unlikely to be reintegrated into the squad. With Carrick expected to compete on four fronts next season, Ineos are now keen to add more options to the front line. The Red Devils have preferred to target Premier League proven wingers of late, and a recent report relayed by the People's Person has named Summerville as an option. United already hot on Summerville's heels. Summerville established himself as one of the Premier League's premier wingers last season. The Dutchman is a technical winger blessed with blistering pace, and is a big threat in one-on-one situations due to his elite dribbling ability. Summerville's work ethic, relentless pressing and tendency to cut inside from the left flank also make him an attractive proposition for his suitors. Last season, the 24-year-old registered 7 goals and 5 assists in 34 games across all competitions. Summerville could not save West Ham from relegation last season, and the situation has added to speculation regarding his future. A previous report notes that United are plotting a double raid on the Hammers this summer, with Matheus Fernandes also on their radar, though they face competition from Paris Saint-Germain (PSG) in the race. Summerville has already scored 2 goals and registered 1 assist into games at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, further endearing him to the Old Trafford hierarchy. However, it now appears that they will also face stiff competition from the Premier League for the Dutch forward. Arsenal enter race for Summerville. Foot Mercato confirms PSG's interest in Summerville, but adds that Arsenal have entered the race to sign the player this summer. The report states, according to our sources, the capital club PSG now faces stiff competition from the Premier League. Aston Villa, Tottenham and Arsenal have officially joined the fray. Manchester United are also very interested in the player. Faced with this logjam of English heavyweights with colossal resources, the financial deal set to be a major undertaking. The report insists that Summerville's impressive showing at the World Cup likely to increase his price tag, adding, even before the World Cup began, West Ham were already demanding the tidy sum of €50 million to release their player. This base price has automatically risen following his sensational goal against the Japanese national team. The report points out that Serie A clubs have already left the race owing to the Dutchman's steep asking price, concluding, whilst as Roma and AC Milan had shown great interest in the Dutchman's explosive style of play, the fee demanded by the London club is set to dampen Italian enthusiasm. The deal already seems out of reach for Serie A clubs. PSG therefore know where they stand. To secure the new Dutch sensation, they will have to get their checkbook out and prove themselves more convincing than the British Giants, who are already very keen. Summerville matches the age profile of players recently targeted by Ineos, while his Premier League pedigree also makes him an enticing choice. However, United could also be tempted to target a touchline-hugging left winger like Bukayosaka Toure instead of the Dutchman. Arsenal have joined the race with Manchester United to sign West Ham midfielder Crysencio Summerville, according to reports. Summerville set to leave West Ham this summer following the club's relegation from the Premier League last season. The 24-year-old, who is playing for the Netherlands at the World Cup this summer, was signed for an initial £25 million from Leeds United 2 years ago. Last season, Summerville was one of West Ham's standout performers with 5 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League. Manchester United have already held talks with West Ham over a deal for their central midfielder, Matheus Fernandes, but have also contacted the Championship club about a possible move for Summerville. According to Foot Mercato, Arsenal are also in the running with United to sign Summerville, but to other Premier League sides, Tottenham and Aston Villa, are also interested. The report adds that Paris Saint-Germain are also interested in signing Summerville and Fernandes from West Ham and have already begun preliminary discussions over a deal for both players. Arsenal are in the market to sign a new left-sided attacker, and Summerville primarily played in that position for West Ham last season, although he's capable of operating on the opposite flank. The Premier League champions have already held talks with Club Brugge over a deal for their 24-year-old winger Christos Zolis, who has scored 43 goals in 108 appearances for the Belgian club. Arsenal also keen on signing Morgan Rogers, and reports this week have claimed that Aston Villa would accept an £80 million bid for the 23-year-old.